Welcome back to Roots of Heaven. This is session number 4 entitled Death Cults. Last session, the group did some stuff in the city. This was after their interesting conclusion to the Island Fort scenario, where they allowed the captive, a Blade Blooded of the Shinoyoro Kengo and Captive of the Red Daggers, to be released and freed back into the city. She said if they wanted to contact her, to reach out to her at the Crystallis, which is a tavern and inn that is in the Steel District. After performing their errands, learning a little bit more about what's going on in the city, the group coordinated to meet back at... Oh, and I have the wrong token for Jai on the map, so I'll go ahead and get rid of that one and put that one up there. Reconvening at the Crystallis. Now, when they returned back into the city, one main item that they bought was a calling stone, which is a magic item similar to a sending stone, but it only works kind of within kind of populated areas, and it allows individuals to interconnect with one another. So long as they match their stones, they can communicate with one another, similar to a sending stone. But yeah, so they coordinate, make it to the Crystallis on the end of their second day, and as you're kind of, I suppose I would ask if there's any kind of last minute things that you want to do before you get to the Crystallis. If you want to, connect with anybody before you get there, coordinate in that way. That's fine. And then I will, after you've decided what you're doing in that regard, I'll explain to David where Nodder is currently located.
Before we move on, Namalia bought a calling stone for Jai. So Namalia will be like, hey, I got this for you, and just like toss it. Hopefully he can catch.
I imagine you like, huh? And it hits him in the face. He fumbles with it and catches it in there. Oh, thanks.
Oh.
We'll explain it later. Also, while we were had some downtime, I made some healing potions. I've gotta sell them at cost for what it took to make them. But if anyone wants a potion of healing for 25 gold, I've got 6 of them.
Do they taste like fish?
25 gold, huh? Let me get out on that market. We can flip those babies.
They, you don't drink them. They're a balm, like all of my other wares and products. They do smell like fish.
So they're perfect to market to people who hate the taste of healing potions. It's a wonderful product you've just created that I think we can fill a niche on the market.
Make a history check, Jai.
Everyone?
Just Jai. This is actually kind of thinking about a couple of things that he's thinking about. Okay, so normally my response to trying to sell potions on the market is, no, you don't have a license, you can't sell potions on the market. That's not going to work. People sell, they have guilds for this, you're not a part of it, you're going to be ostracized and basically branded as crazy. But because of Amalia's very interesting method of healing potion application, you do know there is, in actuality, people who do not like the taste of healing potions. And the reason why that's the case is the most known and reputable source of healing potions is a monastery in Jernaris. And again, this is a content warning, kind of gross, but the potions that are made there are made by the women of the church, and I'll just leave it there. I just think I'm going to leave it there. Yeah. Needless to say, it's not a very glorious process, and it is known to some, and it is definitely one people try to avoid by buying lower tier healing potions, which are typically not sourced in such a fashion.
Not related to that, but we're all in the wrong spot.
Ah! Okay.
Thank you, Jonah.
Heavens to Betsy. Okay, I'm in the right spot. That's really the important part, right? Oh, I see why. Oh,
I
that's...
am Sen.
Let me figure this out.
This is what Sen does. Shapeshift.
This is interesting. So the new
That is true.
the new OBS released, and I am figuring it out. It's not so different that I'm super confused or anything, but there's also that on top of, me having issues with my microphone, complaining. Now let me see if that works. Yes, okay, that seems to be fine. All right, great. Back to it. So it could potentially be a market that isn't tapped in Nock. It will be a niche market, and you probably won't be able to go too much more than double cost. But again, being able to sell potions, in that way might be good, and it might be something that gets you noticed in a possible, like, asking for, acquisition of the materials, or maybe even licensing. Food for thought.
They do smell like mildew and clams, but you're right. You don't have to eat them. You don't have to drink it.
Ew!
I'd like to give Sen and Belroth, Terry, and yourself, Jai, the opportunity to buy them before you try to flip them on the market.
Then we'll take 2.
Okay.
They'll smell like mildew and clams.
Hey, when you're in the heat of battle and you're fixing to kick the bucket, you take
You want
those
to
clams.
puke on your enemies.
When you're in the heat of battle, nothing better than hot mildew and clams.
What
That's
do you
right.
roll for projectile vomiting in someone's face?
It would be a range attack, but
Okay.
I would say it'd be con based. Anyway,
Belroth,
I mean, maybe it'll scare them off.
Can I do it like poison spray and make it a deck save?
Oh my gosh.
to the point. To the point. Does anybody want to buy any of the potions from Nemalio?
all right, Sen took 2.
Okay.
Belroth,
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I guess.
how many?
We'll go 2 as well.
Okay.
Okay. And then you got 2 remaining. Sounds good.
I'll take 1 as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. Terry does not pick up the call when you are going into go to the Crystals, meeting up to do so, which that's fine. You suppose nothing to worry about. He's a grown up and he gets on in his own ways. But yeah, he just doesn't answer the call. The Crystalis is kind of it's where 2 canalways meet. It's kind of on the northern side of one of the canalways, and just off and away there's another canalway present. We haven't really discussed what some of the iconography kind of means, or what shapes and such are on here. But these kind of narrow lines here, these are canals, and those are utilized by kind of high-speed canal boats. And slow-speed canal boats, depending, that should kind of, maneuver around the city. There's also sky rails that connect all the buildings. None of the sky rails make their way into the center of the city. Neither do none of the canalways. The dotted roads are normal walking paths. They are pretty much just anywhere you can go, but they're wide enough to allow for carriages, auto carriages, and other types of vehicle. The paths that you don't really see, the in between the buildings and the ones that don't have any markers or indicators, auto carriages are not allowed on, but typical horses and carriages would be allowed on those just fine. So yeah, it's just off of a busier street, a larger thoroughfare, and just off of a canalway. So it gets a decent amount of business, or rather, you'd think it would. But when you kind of move over towards it, you would note that it is, compared to the buildings made of stone, steel, and artifice around it, it's just an old wooden kind of saloon like building that just sat there, kind of right on the waterfront, and just very old timey, very strangely out of place. The staircase on the left side of the building looks like it goes up to kind of the top area, and there's also a number of kind of connections on the back, which you presume are where the rooms are actually kept, like where people actually would sleep if they're to stay at this location. The door at the front is two just doors hanging on their hinges, and yeah, pretty dull place. But you'd be arriving here, evening time, so it's starting to get a bit dark. But with it being summer, it's a little later in the day. But anything else besides those transactions? Anything else that you want to do prior to going up to the tavern? Okay. If not, Nodder, you and your company have arrived in the city just earlier today. You spent some time asking some questions. Most people you asked questions of kind of pointed you towards this place or the other, and eventually you kind of settled on this tavern north of where you had entered. You've been asking a couple of people, what you're looking for, but no one's really given you much time or concern. Eventually, Meepo starts kind of angrily, yelling at you, like he's hungry, and so you, Meepo, and Bellarina sit down at a table and have just ordered food. At about that time, the music changes. I think. Hold on, maybe. Yeah. Could it? We'll see. Hold on. Oh,
The music?
did I do a good job at this? Am I a smart man? No? Okay. And, yeah, the four of you, having met ways outside, enter into the tavern. You should be able to see the whole map.
Yes.
Now, when you first enter in, and Nodder, you having been in here for a little while, will note that there's a staircase up on the right side. It goes up to a balcony that kind of horseshoes around, or kind of like circles around the entirety of the area. There are a number of chandeliers that kind of hang above you, some 15 feet or so above you. Yeah, there's people in the tavern besides you. I guess most notably, there's kind of a drunkard not too far from you, this fellow here, who has been drinking pretty constantly since you've been here. The bouncer looks like a very burly individual in kind of half-plate armor, who has been sitting, or standing there rather, with his arm crossed the whole time. When you asked him questions, he just kind of, I don't know, ask the barkeep. When you went to go ask the barkeep, he looks like a normal, regular man, except that his face appears to have been ripped off and put back on, pulled back and stitched with staples back onto his face. It seems to kind of move with a strange kind of nature to it, but despite the fact that his face has been removed and put on, or a different face has been put on, it doesn't seem like there's any rotting or any kind of issue with the face. It seems to be very alive despite having been segmented and put back on.
Oh, that's very grim for that
I
poor
think
man.
we should put some of that healing salve on it. Because then he'll smell like fish.
Is his name Jack?
No. The at the bar, there's been a woman who's been kind of dancing, kind of idly. She eventually kind of winds over to the piano and just kind of is playing. The tune she's playing is fine. I guess it's good. It's being well done, but it's nothing too lively. It seems like the atmosphere here is very kind of dull, and she seems to be kind of crestfallen. She was trying to kind of brighten it up, and everyone's just been kind of like, arms crossed, not trying to mess with her. And she has given up and has gone to just clacking the keys over there at the piano.
How
Yeah.
much coin do I actually have? Am I down to 0 at this point?
You probably have very, very little, yes.
Ah, man.
Ballerina's probably getting the bill. She'll be picking up the tab on this one. But then you see 4 individuals enter into the bar. I think one of them you know the description of. We've already had that discussion. And you've seen the pictures in the art dome. There's a faun, very brightly colored, a warrior, half-elf with kind of strange dragon horns, and a merfolk, very kind of regally adorned, but still kind of very merfolk adorned. And Sen.
The merfolk is a gorgeous piece of art.
Yeah, I concur. That's me bragging on myself, but also a really well done concept piece to place off of.
Good. Finally, he brags on himself. Thank God.
Whatever it is.
He
Also,
isn't completely self-deprecating.
also Sen.
Who's that?
Sen!
You hear Sen from across the way, and you would see a very large bear standing up.
Jumping over tables.
Oh,
Automatically frightened and almost flat against the
Yeah,
wall.
as he comes at it, you hear the guitar strum, and he like flies up into the air, so he's just out of the bear's reach. He's like, "Holy shit!"
As
God. Yeah.
you kind of
Yeah.
hit that sick kind of like the piano goes silent, and then like a beat or like a 4 beat later, you hear the piano start to kind of like go into a bit more of a kind of like paced kind of beat. Like she was like, you see her face kind of go, all right.
Okay, the party is here.
And
Yeah.
a very large bear comes over and I presume hugs Sen. Yeah.
I don't know if Sen's a hugger, but yeah, Nodder is
They'll
definitely going to
they're gonna
snap
hug
them
him.
into a hug.
Belroth is like, because I'm pretty sure he spotted this bear when he was like wandering around doing his thing, but like he's clearly tense and ready to go one way or the other. Like if he needs to attack, he'll do it. Like he's just like, give me the word, give me a nod, and I'll jump.
I'll give you a nodder.
I get. I guess the best way to describe what's just happened is if you've ever seen like circus bears or like trained bears like kind of do a thing, and it's at first it's like, oh man, that's really scary, but then they're like amazingly just like adorable. Like that's literally like there's that shift in dynamic. It very immediately becomes aww. As Sen is not crushed, but
He tries. Yeah.
Healthily squeezed.
yeah.
Sen could easily transform into something that can crush me.
I mean,
Um,
I think Sin can only transform into medium-sized creatures, so no.
Oh.
Namalia, the more perceptive as that's kind of happening, you notice that the table that the bear got up from, there's a kobold. The kobold has a white dragon scale shield, a kind of dragon's skull helmet, a spear on his back with kind of like feathers hanging from it, and he kind of like gets up in response to this. And then you see a elvish woman kind of stand up. She's in very heavy armor. And she's placing her hand off of, like pulling her hand off of a hammer that was kind of set next to her chair, a war hammer. On the side of her, like hanging on the back of her chair, is a very brilliant looking kind of blue shield.
How have you been?
Good. I wasn't expecting you in the city.
It's hard to find someone who's really good at sneaking around.
Oh, well, I'm here now, and you're here. That's cool. How have you been?
Oh, my party. I've got new people to introduce you to.
Oh, cool.
Oh, and your party. Hello.
Yeah. These are my people.
Meepo kind of looks at
And
you and goes,
Kind of.
"Ah,
Meepo.
and the one with the crossbow."
Hey, Meepo!
Ballerina kind of crosses her arms, still standing behind the chair, and looks at Nodder and says, "Don't you have something that you want to ask them?"
No, kind of Zen. I kind of need my cut.
Oh shit. um.
A lot of things have happened, good things, but I can't afford to complete my ambitions. We've saved my town. I'm trying to rebuild my woodland world.
Well, I can't
That
say no
coin.
to that. I
Yeah.
don't have all of it on me, but I can give you some of it.
You see Meepo kind of pull a human skull that he has as a waist piece of his belt. He lifts it up. He's like, "Yeah, we killed him!"
Oh my god!
Ballerina.
It was a wild ride.
Ballerina kind of looks at you and says, "If you're familiar with the problems in the town of Prosser, yes, we have dealt with the noble there."
Oh, great. Proud of you.
Ballerina's a grand warrior.
Excellent. Well, maybe
True ally.
maybe you guys can join us then.
Maybe.
So long as we don't spend too much time out and about, we do have business back. We did leave a band of kobolds and a wormling dragon in charge of an entire town.
Yeah, Calcrix is
Oh.
currently governing the town while we're gone.
And Meepo goes, "Istra will be fine. She's got it. She can handle it. It's no problem."
I mean, yeah, she'll probably be fine.
Yeah.
Well, so Sen hands him. I have this written down. 1,000 of his cut.
1,000 gold.
I owe you 2,616 more of those.
Wow, what a haul.
Ballerina kind of.
Yup.
We were rich. What?
She like
We never
Belroth
spent
has
it on anything.
been
Yes,
tense the entire time, and you see her kind of like lighten just a little bit, and she says, "That should be more than enough to get what we need started. It's greatly appreciated that at least an amount was available here."
I can send the rest your way later on. I may have used some of it to move me and Daddy to the city, so.
The city?
I'll be completely honest. With Nodder's explanation of you, I didn't think we were going to find you, nor if we did, we were going to find you with coin.
Well,
Meepo
you're
says,
lucky.
No,
What do you-
Sin is cool.
"What are you talking about? They're friends."
You're lucky that we just got off a really good job. I'll ask Daddy for some of it back.
I didn't want
Muttering to themselves.
I didn't want the reunion to be just about money. I'd buy you a drink, but I don't have coin. Well, I have coin now.
I'll buy
Then I
a
think you
drink.
can buy us a drink.
I'm
He
gonna
floats
buy-
back down, puts an arm around the big giant bear. Come, and he like tries to guide the giant bear towards the bar.
I give a little woeful bow and apology to Ballerina because I know she's a very job-oriented kind of person, somewhat, but
Yeah, she
want to
sits
celebrate.
She sits down, and you can kind of recognize that she's kind of displaced. Like, she won't be a problem anymore. She won't lower the mood. She's very business oriented. You're pretty sure that the only reason you got to the noble and were able to exact revenge was because she was pulling you along. So, yeah. As Nodder's taken up to the bar, he is a big man, a big bear man, a barbarian.
Oh yeah.
He is very large. So you are pushing. And strangely enough, he is going. But you're pretty sure if he wanted to stop you, he would. He
Oh,
would.
yeah.
He would.
100%. Absolutely no way I could do anything to stop this person from whatever they wanted.
Yeah, basically I'm a full-on brown bear with dependable thumbs and a shield and an axe on my back.
Yep.
A really cool axe.
And now a really cool shield.
And the original pieces there, the Nodder piece was done by Elizabeth. She did the art for the original Golthias deal. But yeah, you go to the bar. That would be Jai and Nodder. Um, Namalia, Belroth. The kobold and the elf look like they sit back down at the table. There's one chair with them there, but you can pull chairs over if you wanted to. And Sen, what are you doing?
Making sure that Nodder isn't actually buying the tab.
Okay.
What?
Sliding the barkeep some money.
Got it. Namalia, and Belroth, sorry. What are you two doing?
Yeah. Go ahead, Balroth.
So he's probably just sitting there, probably like he's stuck his finger in the healing salve and is like just smelling it, like just low-key paying attention to what's going on and like trying to figure out like,
Well,
is this actually worth it to put on my body if I'm dying?
well, I guess the question would be is like, are you sitting with Ballerina and Meepo, or are you going to a different table, going to the bar? Like, are you...
I don't know that he necessarily would move. He'd stay near like Sen and Namalia.
Bar it is. Well, Sen would be bar. Namalia, I don't know yet.
Okay. And keeping an eye on Jai because that little fucker gets into trouble.
And we're in alcohol town, yeah.
Yeah.
At least there's food here at this one.
There is. Namalia.
So I guess Namalia would kind of nudge old Balroth and say, come on, let's not be rude, and we'll make her way to the table. She won't sit right away. She'll say, greetings to the both of you. It seems the two of you are familiar with Sen or familiar with her friend. Do you mind if we join you at the table?
Meepa goes, sure, yeah, that's fine. You a shaman? Says that to you, and Ballerina kind of raises her hand up. She's not a shaman, Meepo. She is a druid. Very different.
Oh, you're so knowledgeable about the druidic way. I'm glad you noticed.
I am a green knight. I was trained in the woods. I served a master of nature. Unfortunately, my master was deceived and became more of a bane for the balance than a boon.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
She kind of looks at you confused, like she wasn't expecting that response. And then she says, it's fine, the matter was handled. But I still have... I have a desire to make sure that my actions in those efforts are put to rights. Something is done to balance out the evil that was done.
Well, I'm sure that was a very painful experience, but I'm glad that you have the courage and the strength to continue to serve the balance.
Fortunately, Nodder has been a great companion in it. A very vile man, the noble of the town of Prosser, was an easy way for us to exact some balance.
If Balroth is still like standing at the doorway sniffing the balm,
No, he would have followed you.
Okay, Namalia would be like, get over here. This is our compatriot, Balroth. He's a man of few words, but he's very dependable.
Ah. A Driskari, she says when she looks at him. It's not a word you've ever heard.
Am I supposed to be offended right now?
Do you speak Elvish?
I don't think so. Yes, wait, yes I do. Hold
So,
on.
if you speak Elvish, the word is unfamiliar, but you would know that it just means dragon-blooded.
Oh, yes.
And it's a very specific keyed word for people who are bred specifically by dragonborn and elves. She kind of gives you kind of a nod, and Meepo kind of goes, "Ah!" Looks over at Ballerina. Ballerina kind of like raises her hand like to silence him, and he kind of goes. Like
He's a big fan.
He was really interested in your horns. Anyways, back at the bar, as you approach it, you would see that there is a very massive skull that appears to be of some sort of kind of large bull creature. A number of its ribs are kind of off to the side, kind of hanging up and kind of connecting to the balcony up above. The man, as I mentioned, with the strange face, kind of walks over to greet you. Looks.
And I imagine as we're walking over, I've been talking to Nodder the whole time, just like you are, and you know, Sen, from where you are so soft. By the way, I was expecting it to be more wiry, but this is just wonderful. You must treat yourself. It's unbelievable.
So
Hi
natural.
there. And as I like, walk up to the bar.
I mean, I occasionally. The barkeep kind of looks at you. You can't really read his emotions because his face is kind of a leathery mask. Well, not leathery. I mean, a fleshy mask. And he says, "Yeah, can I help you with anything?"
And what are you drinking, my new friend? To Nodder.
I drink whatever your strongest ale is. What is Zen and your new friend? What are you guys drinking?
I believe the same. 2 of the strongest.
No,
Ooh, we need 6, 7, 8, 20.
Oh, 2 for me. Sorry.
Oh!
Are you sitting at? He kind of points behind you. Are you sitting over at that table?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I believe your food will be out soon. Do you want me to hold it? Are they placing any food orders? Your friends here?
Sen probably already ate.
If not, I'll just bring that with the drinks. No problem. I'll bring over a couple of pony kegs of what we have on draft. That should be fine.
Excellent, thank you.
Gestures towards the seat,
Hey.
or towards the table.
Slides the coin that they owe over.
Yeah.
Let me know if we need any. If you
No, he
need
has
more.
no issue with what you've put down, and he kind of wanders out to the back, comes back out and sets some things on the counter. You see the woman at the piano kind of like stop, but the music doesn't stop. She kind of moves away from it, and you can see that the music picks up, but feels more kind of mechanical. It's playing the same song, but it feels much more mechanical. She picks up the plates and kind of like dances her way over to the table, laying out the food for Ballerina, Meepo, Nodder, and several large kind of kegs with spigots that you can, pour into cups, which are also set out.
Ah, she's also the server. I was gonna give her a coin to play like a sea shanty or something.
Do you-
Probably still do
You
that.
you spend a lot of time out on the sea there, bud?
Me? No.
Didn't strike me as the seafaring type there. Probably because you got both eyes. It's an iPad joke.
She, you can actually see her eyes roll into her head as she moves away from the table, and heads back over to the thing. She kind of gives you a nod, like of recognition, which you're like, okay. You're pretty sure you've been here before. You just don't remember when, Jai. But she seems to recognize you. When she gets back to the piano, the music gets back to being a little bit more lively, but nothing like crazy active or anything.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a drink and then I might go over.
Yeah, it's right there at the table.
Perfect. So once I've got a drink in hand, he'll just like nod to the table, excuse me, and he still has concentration on fly. So he just kind of flies up and over, and then like in the Burt Reynolds naked pose, just floats down onto the piano.
She looks up
Hello.
at you. You're
Quite incredible.
familiar to me. Have you ever traveled through Knock at all?
Oh, I've spent quite some time here for, I want to say, 4 or 5 years now. In and out, you know.
Yeah, I recognize you. Have you ever played any places besides?
Oh, I've played a few. I've done a lot of private parties. These individuals, they love contracting me for their sort of sordid affairs, but I've done guest appearances actually here. I've
Oh.
done some at the Red Dragon Inn. I've done I did a whole week stay down at what's it called? There's that little place on the south side.
Sweet Misery.
Yes, thank you. Yep, that place. Lovely individuals. What a great crowd. But
Yeah.
did a whole week and a half there. Yes.
It's awesome. Yeah, I've been staying here for some time. I've been working here mostly, and it's good enough. And I could have sworn I recognized you, but if you're interested and you have your implement, we can maybe.
Do something together.
Yeah, this. It's really
Oh,
fucking. She kind of looks
Wrap-
up at you and says, "It's really fucking boring." It's
Oh. We can do something about that, darling.
She kind of.
And he like starts pointing at the candles around the room and using shillelagh. He's gonna just kind of dim them a little bit.
Shillelagh.
So it's not shillelagh. God damn it, prestidigitation. I'm looking at the sheet. That's not the one I want. I meant prestidigitation.
Shillelagh's for
And
later.
he's like,
He's using a shillelagh to dim the candles.
yes. So he's like slowly like dims down all of the candles like one at a time and around the room in a circle.
Mhm.
And so like everyone's looking at him. Minor illusion points up at the sky and there's just one single spotlight that falls down on the piano player like at her stool. Scene is yours.
She kind of cracks her knuckles and kind of goes about laying down, just a very familiar but very well executed performance. She seems to be starting up the Ballad of Ryan the Conqueror, which is kind of a very fast-paced, kind of like aggressive, but at the same time a strangely jovial war ballad, which is familiar to most people in Osiria. And also, I guess the best way to kind of describe it is, are you familiar with like Spanish or like Italian kind of like metal, like where they do like Rhapsody of Fire? Are you familiar with Rhapsody of Fire? Are you familiar with like any of the bands that Christopher Lee was like a kind of associated with?
Hell yeah.
That's basically what we're talking about being laid down as a startup on the piano here. And she's kind of like singing along with it, and her voice catches you off guard because she has kind of a bit of a bass to her, even though she had a very dainty kind of voice to start.
Yeah, and I imagine as she's playing, I like go to like pull out the instrument and I like hearing what she's doing. Nah, I put that down, pull a set of drums out of my like bag of holding, and I'm just like hammering on the drum beat, just like keeping the energy up. And then I imagine he's like spinning around the piano, like dancing and like jingling as his like drums are like playing. It's almost like a tribal sort of dance that's just like
You see
so
that
much energy.
the people in the tavern kind of look like some of them are like, oh yeah, yeah. A couple of them look like they're pretty annoyed. And they start kind of moving towards the door. Like this guy here, he just leaves.
That's a
And,
bummer.
The drunkard is like, just not sure if he's invested or not even sure where he's at. You do see a couple of people from the balcony kind of like look down and lean over. You can see them in the shadows since you kind of like caused an illumination where it's kind of ground level, but you can see that there's some interest from above as well. A couple of ladies directly over the bar, and what you think might be an orc kind of in the northern corner or the southern corner, kind of popping out. Looks like he's wiping something off of his face as he kind of looks down in that direction. But you play for some time, play a couple of songs, and everyone's, very pleased with the music. While that's going on, everyone at the table.
I'll ask Belroth and Amelia, do you guys also play music? Are you guys a band?
I did not join a band.
Oh, what a funny question. No, I don't play any instruments, but I do dance.
She's got
And-
tentacles.
And Namalia would like stand up and like transform her legs into tentacles and would start like wiggling them around to the beat of the music, doing her little
Oh,
merfolk jig.
Meepo is kind of confused at first. It's like, and he's like,
As would Nodder be. I would not have expected.
Meepo goes from, I don't know, like the kombucha girl.
Oh, it's like that's how. Yeah. You can see that Ballerina doesn't seem to be terribly phased. Like she understands the nature of merfolk, and she also doesn't seem to be terribly phased by the music either. She's very focused on eating and drinking, and she seems to be receptive to conversation if anybody wants to talk to her. But she's very focused on the devouring of substance.
By the way, John, you assigned this bear to me also.
What?
Me?
Yeah, I could
You mean
control your
property?
bear if I wanted to.
Can't believe this.
But you barely know each other.
Exactly.
Ah!
Oh, God.
Yeah, I guess everybody can actually. That's interesting.
Do we have a bear pun counter going yet?
Fixed. But yeah. So Namalia takes to dancing. Belroth, I'm assuming, is not a dancer.
Honestly, maybe. You might be.
Yeah, he's
I feel like sword dancing or some shit.
yeah, kind of like a martial. Well, it's a martial song that's being played, so that would be
Yeah.
good.
It's just all Russian high steps and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
jumps and kicks. It's like
Yep.
no arms. I imagine both
Yep.
arms get tucked behind and just very seriously
Comes out of
just
nowhere,
starts like
dead
fucking
hit, like
lots of like
dead face,
Russian
just like,
kicks
"Whoa."
and like flips and things.
Nodder can get down with that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
In kind of response to that, so I'm assuming like here is where this is all kind of happening. The dancer kind of jumps off of the piano, but it continues to play. And now that you're kind of close to it, Jai, you can see why. There's two ghostly hands that are still going, and you're pretty sure that they're hers. But it does seem like it's more mechanical. Like she's concentrating on it in the back of her head to make the ghost hands do the dance, do the keys. She jumps onto this table, and then kind of spiral, kind of like a figure skater, kind of like spin off of that table, landing next to Belroth and Namalia, and starts dancing as well, pretty much mirroring what Belroth is doing, kind of dropping down, very physical. Meepo gets up and just starts. I don't know what we're doing, but I am invested.
Hello?
What was that?
What?
That's the song they're dancing to.
Oh, okay, got it. Don't play music. I'm on stream. TOS.
Oh,
No, it's fine. It was small. It was not a big deal, but for future reference. Anywho,
Meepo is giving it his all as usual and expected.
Sen, I'm assuming you're sitting with Ballerina, not dancing.
Correct. But enjoying it nonetheless. They just do not dance.
There's a foot tap under that table. I see it.
Oh, absolutely. Like a little, like just more of like a head bob, little foot tap.
She looks at you and says, when he described what you two had gone through, in his short way of saying it, I did not take you to be what he said you were. I thought he, based on our interactions, was very naive in the ways of the world and had been had by a another scoundrel, another bandit of the world. I am pleased to find out that you are not as horrible as I imagined, and you are as pleasant as he believes.
Well, it was partially a mistake and partially I wanted to move my dad so that we could have a better life in the city. There's more work here, so that helps.
Family is very important. My twin brother died not too long ago, and a lot of the wrongs that were done here, that were done to him and done to me by our former master, are what I'm trying to rectify. So I understand.
I could get behind that.
It's fortunate.
Sorry for your loss.
We had lived several hundred years, so
100.
she kind of flicks the ear.
Right. Always confused.
Our master had lived much longer than that.
Well, glad he's gone.
Well, she, yes.
She.
Oru, the serpent of the Anguis Wood. Have you ever heard of her?
Not ringing any bells.
A mighty great dragon, indeed.
Well, dragons do cause quite a bit of trouble.
There was
Not always.
one among
but a
us,
lot of-
one among our number, the Sentinels of Oru, that was able to rise up and conquer that beast when she turned coat. But my mind is far from what's in the west. Now I'm focused on Nodder's goals. The town of Prosser will be made right, and once we're done with that, whatever goal he has next, we'll follow him.
Good.
A world of nature and safety for everyone.
Yeah, that's
Yay!
Nodder the bear. It's like a Smokey the Bear, though. So you need
Oh
a
my god.
cool hat. Don't start forest fires. Don't kill a whole bear clan.
Oh god,
Little campaign posters.
too apt.
We gotta find Nodder a bear lady.
perfectly acceptable. But yeah, the music continues on, again lively. Ballerina Sen conversation goes by, pretty soundly. And then the door swings open, and in walk 3 very large trolls. Like actual trolls, not like,
Users on the internet.
trolls.
Trollols.
Not trolls.
Trollalala.
Like
Trollolol.
genuine, actual trolls. 3 of them. One of them immediately kind of pushes the bouncer aside, who tries to kind of, stop them. And you can see that there's someone kind of hidden in their midst as the troll pushes in, or the trolls push in. You see the dancer kind of move her hand like this, and the music kind of stops on her side. Jai, you stop the music or no? And the trolls kind of like seem to be guarding the shadowy figure who's amidst them. And I'm trying to get them out on the map there. Bear with me here. But you hear a voice from amongst their number say, "I am looking for the master. I was told I could meet him here." The barkeep across the way says, "Not interested. Feel free to leave." "No, I don't think I will." You see a couple of the common folk who were, kind of placed near there start kind of moving away from the door, kind of heading towards the bar. And the drunkard kind of throws his tankard over at the troll, hits it like across the face. The troll kind of snaps its attention over to him. The trolls, despite what the tokens may feature, actually have kind of armor plating on, so they look like they are, trained at least a bit martially. And the shadowy figure amidst their number, you can't really see what he looks like or what he's wearing. The barkeep says, "I assume you don't have this, Billard?" No, pretty much outside of my ability." "And what about you?" Lavia. She kind of looks at the people she's dancing with. I'm supposed to help in matters like this, but I don't think I can do it alone. I don't really.
Right on.
I don't really have anything to offer you, but can you help us throw these folk out so they can stop killing the mood?
They definitely killed the mood.
You then hear a voice come from like the back room. That's not necessary. And you see a man come out in robes. And he kind of steps forward. The barkeep kind of looks over at him, like wide-eyed, but no other facial emotions because, again, face. But his
Face
eyes
off.
definitely look widened. And the man in robes kind of looks over at the trolls. You've already drawn too much attention to us. Be on your way. I will consort with you at a time of my choosing. The man in the shadow says, No, I think you'll consort with me now. I demand to be treated with, and this rabble will have nothing against my minions.
Alright.
If you are here, you can freely go, or you will die. I will burn this place to the ground. And the trolls kind of step forward, and you kind of hear one of them mutter back. And then he kind of says, Right. I will destroy this place in a very sensible manner that does not involve fire.
What?
At least they have boundaries.
Everybody can, because of that, can make a free Arcana or Nature check, your choice.
Nature. 24.
Trolls are notoriously wounded by flame.
Oh,
Try,
yes.
same.
Fire bad.
Amalia, not so much.
Nodder looks at the server friend and says, is this a normal occurrence in your bar? Or is this an actual problem?
Unfortunately, our tenants downstairs usually draw a lot of strange attention, so...
You don't want to get rid of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm drawing my axe.
I mean, Sen's got their hand kind of lowered down by their crossbow anyway. As soon as they
see
burst
the bear
in.
like go for his axe, could I like put a hand up towards the bear and say, "Wait for others to leave first"? They're like giving an opportunity for patrons to run out, and I imagine like a couple of them might be leaving at this point.
That's correct. A couple of them are leaving out of a back entrance over by the, I'm trying to say the right word, kitchen. And they managed to get out pretty well. A couple of them upstairs, you can hear them kind of moving out and kind of coming down the steps on the outside. The bouncer stays. The drunkard stays. But everyone else, and the barkeep stays. And that robed man kind of dips back into the kitchen when the conversation is over. But as he's dipping away, he says, "Whoever stays and fights, pay them 100 gold." And then he shuts the door. And you see the barkeep kind of shake his head.
I look to Jai and I thank him. He's like, being kind of rash is one of my problems.
Happy to look out for you, new buddy. And I think that's our cue.
Epic metal riff.
So basically, like Scott Pilgrim-y kind of mentality. Like the music changes from nothing to like riffing, like, you know, and the energy starts getting amped. The dancer kind of slams her foot down on the wood, kind of making a very loud kind of like clap. And she kind of like raises her hands up in the air, like she's prepared to like, you know, get in on the fighting as well. And I'll go with this one. This one's probably good. Wait, no, this one. Yeah, this is the one. I think.
Initiative?
Initiative would be good, yeah.
Oh.
Let's go!
Where's my character card?
We just meshed two parties, and let's do this.
They can't handle.
Oh, they don't know what they're about to experience.
Something. They're about to get something. That's for sure.
Have they ever fought
Absolutely.
a kobold before?
Oh dear God.
I don't think that they probably ever fought a bear before either.
The kobold is definitely the bigger threat, though.
I mean, yeah, Meepo is very scary whenever he gets mad.
Yeah, it's a lot of tracking for me, but it will be satisfying
You can do it.
because this is going to be a chaotic fucking bar brawl. I think I got everyone.
You know, as opposed to the well-controlled bar brawls that you're all
The
familiar
organized.
with.
Right. Okay, so they are going first, it appears. One of the trolls kind of like lumbers past and kind of rushes through the table, slams his hand down onto the drunkard, who kind of like looks up at him like, oh, and then swings his hand with like kind of a bladed cestus, hitting the drunkard in the neck. You watch as it immediately just causes his head to just become nothing but pulp, and the body just kind of sinks onto the chair, and the troll, as it turns and looks in your direction.
Oh, this troll dead.
Belroth has officially stopped dancing now.
Another troll rushes out and swings a kind of long scythed blade towards Belroth. As that blade's coming in, you watch as Meepo goes, ha! And jumps up with his shield to block. The attack misses as the shield
Minion.
catches the scythe and knocks it away. It had disadvantage on the attack. And you watch as Meepo kind of lands back and kind of gets near Belroth.
Belroth is just like, what?
He would
Okay.
rather die. Sin looks to Belroth. He would rather die than let you die.
That's it. The troll
Okay.
rushes towards Sen's location, and you watch as this troll appears to be using nothing besides its just bare limbs on this one. It's going to attack with claws. Your AC is 15, right? Okay, so the first attack hits, and the bite attack will also hit. Do you want to reduce the claw attack by half with Uncanny Dodge? Okay, so 14 slashing will be turned to 7 instead, and then the bite will do 11 damage. I'm sorry, the bite will do 7 damage. So a total of 14. And make an athletics or acrobatics check, your choice. It tries to grab you with the hand and the mouth, and you kind of whoop, and kind of weasel out of his grasp. The mage behind kind of raises his hands up, and you watch as like magic kind of starts to flow throughout the chamber. You then watch as everything kind of stops for a second, and then he's gone. Those of you who are more attentive, Nemalia specifically, in that kind of strange time allocation, see that he moves across the room after placing something in the center of the room and then moving towards the door. At the end of his turn, he's opening the door and looking in at the robed fellow who had hid behind the door. Nodder, you're up.
Nodder will enter rage after seeing that guy's head get chopped off. Yeah. And then he's gonna jump. What am I speed? 40? So every square is 10?
Every square is 5 feet.
5. Can I make it to that troll?
Yeah.
I'm going to that troll. Jumping over tables, chairs.
I would presume that what happens is you kind of and jump onto
Go
the table and then jump off of the table over the other troll and kind of land.
Can I use the other troll as like a step?
Oh yeah, you kind of like run up the troll and land on the other side. That's fine.
And then I got shield in one hand and tree bar in the other, so I'm gonna swing tree bar at him. Bada boom.
He is not a plant. 23 will hit. You didn't add your, you didn't click your rage thing.
Oh yeah, there's a rage button.
Yeah, but that'll be added on. It's going to be a total of 10. And second attack?
Second attack, the other tree bar.
So that'll be 11. 2 solid hits. Okay, Nodder done. Namalia, you're up.
Okay. Okay, so I am gonna. Can I use this even if it's indoors?
Yeah. The ceiling's high
cool.
enough that it'll drop. That's fine.
So we'll do that, and it's a 5-foot radius.
You should be able to spell.
Is there a
template.
thing?
Yeah. I hope
Okay,
so.
let's get a thing.
Spell template, second level.
Aha.
Moonbeam. Did you got it? There it goes. It's doing the smalling thing. So it's 5-foot radius. So that means it's 10 foot wide. Okay.
All right, and so it'll be.
At the start of his turn, if he's still there, he will take the damage.
Ah, shit. Okay.
Yep, no problem. I'm very familiar with Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
Namalia's action, bonus action remove.
Bonus action.
You're still in tentacle form, by the way.
Okay, that's cool. We'll do healing spirit.
Do you have spell driver?
What is that?
If you don't have it, then you can't cast 2 leveled spells in the same turn.
Oh, that's my. Okay, yeah, I don't have another
Yeah.
bonus. So I will move.
You have the speed of 10 feet while in tentacle form.
How do I get into regular form?
It's an
Is that-
action to shift, yeah.
Okay, so I'll move over here.
Actually,
And
roll a d100 real quick. I'm going to be nice. If you roll low, you can have done it. You're in tentacle form.
okay, cool.
Okay. As you kind of move to that position, the dancer moves over to your position and kind of. Are you trying to move to a specific location towards the bar?
Mm-mm.
Just further
No.
away?
Yeah.
Okay. She kind of rushes over, kind of kicks off of the bar, kind of reaches her hands out to you. Do you take them?
Yeah.
She kind of spins you around and kind of tosses you towards the bar as you kind of spin tentacles out and kind of land near the bar. She then kind of like spins around, and as she kind of turns to face the trolls, you see a sword kind of just appear in her hand out of nowhere, and she kind of like grins. Belroth, you are up.
Namalia is blushing.
All right, so we gonna. Oh, look, he's so small.
Oh, it's still doing it. Damn it all.
So that is gonna materialize on top of the table.
Okay.
And then he is going to step forward.
The Shadow Draconic Echo appears on top.
Yep. And then we gonna attack. First will be against this guy through the echo.
Okay. So that's a miss with the Echo.
Oh, that's real good miss. Okay.
Yep. Because it's from the Echo, the sword won't be damaged. But that will be... roll a d20. Okay. Just a solid miss. Anything else? Or second attack?
Oh, yep. Second attack will be against the guy in front of him.
Okay.
And they kind of do it simultaneously, so...
Yep.
Yeah.
15 will miss, actually. Yeah, they have armor plating. They're wearing armor, so they're a little up-armored more so than...
Well, they classy trolls, okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. Belroth done. Jai, you are the one that's up. Sound?
Yeah.
Um,
That's the aura of healing.
Okay. So real quick, if you are inside of that bubble and you have taken damage since the end of your last turn, you will heal How many hit points?
Double checking so I don't fuck this up. Proficiency bonus 3 hit points.
You have to have taken damage since your last turn. So if you haven't taken any damage and you're still wounded, that does not mean you're getting hit points back. The trigger for you getting healing from that aura is having taken damage since your last turn. Alright?
I'm gonna step to there. Oh, that is unfortunate, isn't it? As an action, I'm just gonna vicious mockery that troll in front of Set and the Echo there.
Okay. What do you say to it?
Oh, so just because you can put on a suit of armor doesn't make you any less ugly, honey.
You see his face kind of go, huh?
Not bubble.
Amazing.
Sen, you're up.
Cool. So,
Bonus action disengage.
he-
Oh, you took. Did you take damage last turn?
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
your 3 hit points
You get 3
back,
hit
Sen.
points.
Oh, do I? Because I technically didn't have a turn yet.
Well, no, since your last turn, so the round counter, yeah,
Oh, okay.
get 3 hit points back.
Okay. I'll gladly take that. Because I'm probably just gonna lose them.
Sounds like a Sen thing to do.
Right. Actually, we're just gonna hit him with a rapier.
Okay. Flash of steel.
Swoosh. Oh, 11.
This one kind of brings its kind of body inwards and kind of blocks the blow. Its forearms are pretty heavily armored, this one, but it looks like it doesn't have any weapons like the other two. Like it's more of a punchy kind of troll. All right. No movement, no bonus
Yeah.
actions. You can still get out of there.
Yeah, we're gonna hop back over to this table.
Okay. Bonus action disengage.
Yeah.
Flip over the table or slide
Yep.
underneath it.
Yep.
Ballerina steps forward and will kind of look to the shadow dragon, kind of go, interesting, and then kind of spin about and attack the troll. But before she does, she's going to aura up as well. Jai, you feel kind of like this very kind of ancient kind of presence swarm around you, kind of like a boon of like the ancient powers of elvish nature. While you're inside of that aura, anyone, you have resistance to damage dealt from spells.
Nice.
Are you gonna put an aura on the
Oh, did it not show?
token? I don't see an aura.
Let me double check here. Oh, I see why. Now it should be good. Double bubble.
Jai doesn't have a bubble either, just so you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I don't have a bubble
Hold on.
for Jai.
Sorry.
I got it. I think I gotta set the permissions. Now there should be a Jai bubble.
Yay! Oh, I'm still in the bubble.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, we're getting prismatic.
Double bubble
Boy
Oh.
in trouble.
All the way. She's gonna make 2
across
attacks.
the bar.
One with her warhammer, one with her warhammer. Both miss, but very solid, kind of like loud, kind of blows smashing against the troll's van braces. Meepo, sticking with Belroth, kind of like flips the spear off of his back and kind of lances it inwards towards the leg. Ha! Ha! And hits with the second one. You watch as kind of blood kind of sprays out from the troll. And then it goes to their turn, and you watch as the wounds that were present on these two heal back to full. The one in the back looks like it heals a bit as well, but not as much. Not as to full. But yeah, it looks like they are regenerating, as a troll is wont to do. The trolls will then engage. This one just kind of jumps onto the table, crushing it down, and will strike at Ballerina with the cestus. You watch as she kind of turns her attention, raises the shield, takes the blows one after the other, but doesn't seem to get knocked back or aside. She manages to defend very well. This one reaches forward with its claw, tears the shadow form in half. Go ahead and delete that, and then kind of leans in further up onto the table towards Jai. As the second claw comes in, Ballerina kind of intercedes with her shield. You watch as it kind of hits against the side of the shield and misses, and then just kind of lunges in and bites at you, Jai. And that'll miss as well. You kind of back away as the shield is moved, and the teeth kind of snap at you. The last one will attack against Belroth with the scythe. And that will miss because of Meepo again interposing with his reaction to force disadvantage. 2 defenders in the party. It's always great to have. The mage in the far corner, you hear kind of like a sound as the moonbeam kind of like tears into him just a little bit. Go ahead, you got my damage, good. It's not upcast, is it?
It's level 3.
Okay, so it'll be 14 then. You watch as he kind of looks over at you annoyed, and then he kind of points into the room and says, like that! And you see a bolt of black energy emanate from his fingertip, and you hear a "Ugh!" come from the back room. You recognize the spell if you make a Arcana check, Namalia. You're the only one who can see. No, you don't recognize it, but whatever it was a very powerful magical spell. He then just kind of casually walks around the bar, looking at you, kind of like holding his hands out to his side. My business is complete. Well, looks over to the mess. It was. Are you going to stand aside? And as that question lingers on the air, Nodder, you're up. You're muted if you're trying to talk at me.
I've said that the whole time.
Just like olden times.
Oh no!
Classic. I'm surprised that this troll has not only ignored me, but also like barely taken any damage.
Yeah.
Nodder's gonna attack recklessly. Where do I check that?
Oh, it's just you're gonna just roll and take the higher of the 2 rolls.
Oh, that's right. That is how that works. Bada boom.
It's been a minute.
Tree bar.
Yeah. So let's do some math.
Excellent.
That's 15, 18. All right.
And then I tree bar him again.
That'll miss.
C'est la vie.
As you kind of tear into his back and like a large hump of kind of troll meat slaps against the ground, it kind of turns its attention back at you, spinning around, bringing the cestus up. The question that was lingering on the air, Namalia. Oh, sorry. Not moving, not bonus actioning, right? Nothing?
Oh, can I move?
You could, but you could provoke an opportunity attack.
I mean, I would just move towards to the side of Ballerina.
So kind of going here, or going here?
Like here.
Okay, so you dance around the troll. All right. Great. Namalia, as I mentioned, question lingers on the air. He asks you if you want to stand aside or not. And you're up.
Yeah, Namalia is not the type to be cowed or bullied. So he needs to make a con save.
You're casting a spell in his vicinity, right?
Yes.
Okay. I am casting Counterspell as a reaction at 3rd level. What level is your spell?
3rd. Wait. 4th.
Okay, so I need to make a roll, and the DC will be 10 plus the spell's level 14, and I'll add my intelligence plus 5 to try and beat it. As you kind of bring forward the spores and are like, I will not, and kind of push them forward, he goes, no, and snaps his fingers, and you watch as the magic just disassembles in front of you.
Oh no.
And he kind of
Uh-oh.
Yeti goes.
So, I think Namalia will crawl her way over to the bar. And that's her turn.
Okay. On the kind of bar initiative, the barkeep is going to move over to your position and kind of look at you like confused, and he says, "No one comes behind the bar." do as you
Oh my goodness.
do as you
Now
will.
it's time for rules.
Do as you will. The dancer will hop up onto the. Oh, sorry, no, she won't. She slides, kind of like dancing slide, kind of underneath this table, vanishes from sight, appears sliding out of this other table, and then kind of strikes at the troll's legs as she does so. And I believe. Why are you not? What? Oh, okay. That's weird. Yeah, it missed. Super strange. Okay. Yeah, it missed. So she kind of gets back up in that position and is there. And the bouncer will kind of get under his chair. Looks like he's kind of messing with something. He pulls out a couple of pieces of something and lays them out onto the table, or onto the chair rather, and starts assembling something. They're done. Belroth, you're up.
All right. All right. So he is going to obviously just recast my little tiny self here. All right, that guy is going to go there. And then they're both going to attack this troll fellow
Okay.
simultaneously. So let me just grab that.
Okay. Lots of missing.
Wow. Wow.
All right. Jai, you're up.
Doing great.
It looked
Well,
cool.
at least you keep rolling the fumbles on the echo, so there's that. Jai.
Yeah. Didn't build a combat bard. We're gonna Fisher Mockery the same troll in front of me.
Yeah, it works. He's still crying. And yeah, that's it. Do you want to move away from him? You'll take an opportunity attack.
No.
Okay. Sen? Crossbow. Sets the rapier out on the table.
Oh yeah.
Pulls the crossbow, takes a nice like sniper position.
Yep.
Okay.
21.
That'll work. And you have sneak attack. You're attacking the one that Nodder and Ballerina are fighting, or the one that Jai's fighting?
This one.
The one. there.
Jai.
Okay.
Yeah.
So sneak attack.
Oh, oops. Come on, sneak attack. You can do it. There we go. Oh. Wait.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you rolled a lot of sixes.
Okay. Yay!
The shot goes flying in, hits it kind of in the head. You watch it because it gets lodged in there, and its eyes kind of go like weird for a second. And then Ballerina kind of slams her hammer against her shield, looks over at you, and points at the one in front of Nodder and says, "Focus fire, this one down first," and then brings her hammer towards its kneecap.
Brutal.
Enough.
Miss. You watch as the hammer kind of flakes against it, and she kind of looks annoyed, spins it around in kind of like a backhanded swing, trying to bring the pick against the knee, and misses as well. Gosh, she is doing great, isn't she? Cool. Meepo.
She's too mad at Sen.
Meepo goes, okay, and then will disengage as a bonus action, running under the table because he's small. And as he's running away from that troll and past this other one, you see his spear just kind of as he rushes towards the troll. And he will stab, and then he will swing. And man, we are having a bad day today.
Damn.
Oh wait, no,
Damn.
hold on. Yeah, he has advantage on both his attacks. Pack tactics, those both hit.
Yes, Meepo.
13 damage. All right. I forgot about pack tactics. Hitting it in the back of the leg, it kind of drops forward, and the cestus kind of like hits the remnants of the table it kind of stomped through. As it kind of like starts to get back up, you can see its leg kind of reforming, and the wound kind of heal over. Regenerate. The one in front of Jai regenerates, the bolt popping out of the side of its head, and the one that's fighting against the half-elf is having no problems right now. They are going to fight.
What are these things made out of?
Troll.
Yeah, just troll.
Jai, you managed to kind of like back away from it on the table, enough to kind of like miss all the attacks. I'm going to ask you a question and just answer honestly. As you're kind of being pushed back towards the edge of the table, would you kind of fall off of the table, or would you try and stay on it?
I have fly.
Oh, so you just fly off of it?
I imagine he like back, and then he's still backing up, just like kicking air.
Great.
I'm going to allow a free move away because like the first attack, second attack are kind of like wide swings, and then the bite comes in and you're just kind of like, okay. And I can't imagine that not, with the failures that I got here, not allowing for you to get away.
Yeah, I'm sure that's all he would do is just like that 5 feet, and I'm now floating like 5 feet in the air up the table.
The troll with the scythe kind of just spins the blade over his head and then drops it low, kind of swiping outwards. It cuts one of the legs of the table. It cuts through the dancer, kind of wounding her a bit. It narrowly misses the shadow, but it hits Belroth, and it will do 19 points of damage.
Strong too.
Looks like it did about the same to the dancer. The mage will raises his hands up and facing you, and he'll cast a spell. If anyone has reactions. Didn't think so. So these will be undodgeable. You watch as a bunch of bolts of force appear in front of him as he snaps his fingers and points at you. Looks like they're going to be 7 total. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 total. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 5, 10. Okay, so it'll be 21 points of force damage to you, Namalia. And he just kind of moves over to kind of stand before you. He is done. Nodder, you're up.
Hold on. I do have my my thing.
Oh,
we don't. My bubble's not up, but yeah.
Okay. 10 feet.
So when he moves in, he'll take 1d4. It's 10 feet.
Okay. Are there any limiters on that at all? Like, does he have to be breathing?
No. I mean, if it's immune to necrotic.
Oh,
then,
yeah. No, he's fine then.
So he is immune to necrotic.
He is immune to necrotic. Once he gets closer to you, you would notice that his skin is very pale, and he is also kind of got small like plotches on skin where you can see kind of like holes in the flesh. I'm gonna make your spores pink, I think.
Is he a cleric? Because he sounds like a really holy dude. I'll leave.
Nodder,
Hey.
Close the Zoom.
Nodder, you're up.
So good. I'm gonna try and bring another tree bar down on his head. This thing won't go down.
That will hit on the nose. So that'll be 10. Okay.
Tired of this guy. Tired of this guy.
And you were reckless, right?
Still
Okay.
reckless.
Right. So 13. All right.
You idiot.
No. He's been regenerating 10 hit points every turn. Namalia, you're up. Oh wait, sorry. Hold on. Nope. Okay. I did miss something though before, so I'm gonna give it to you now. Do me a favor and roll a d20.
Me?
Yeah. I should have gave it to you for the crit. I forgot to do it.
D20.
Okay. Nothing special happened. Okay. Namalia, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna use the little wild shape alternate thingy. So I will gain.
4 temporary.
So as an action,
Nine.
I'll gain 4 hit points per each level.
So 4 times. You're what level? 9?
I have 9, so that's 45.
Okay. Wait.
Right?
36.
36. I'm level. What level am I?
Level 9? What level are you?
Oh, times 4. Yeah,
Yeah.
36. And I'm gonna deal some extra necrotic. That doesn't really matter. Can I? Okay, so that was an action. So I'm noticing people are getting their butts kicked out there, right? Like getting smashed and stuff.
Nobody on your team's bloodied.
I know, but I saw Balroth getting hit for sure.
Yeah, Balrog's the only one who's really been hit. Sen took a blow too.
So we're gonna use a bonus.
Okay.
We're fine though.
If he counters my fucking healing word, I'm gonna be so mad. Okay. So we'll do it at level 3. 7 healing.
14 back. Oh, just
Fuck.
7?
Oh wait, no, 14.
Okay.
14.
Yep.
Nice. Okay.
What a heal.
And I'm just gonna flop on top of the.
On the ground.
No, I want to flop on top of the barkeep because he's
Oh.
being a jerk.
Okay.
And
Make an athletics check. I'll give you a free one.
okay.
Yeah, you got him.
Nice.
He is under the squid legs. Oh!
Either a nightmare or a dream.
All right. It goes to the bar individuals. You hear him kind of coughing from underneath you. You then feel this kind of swell of strength inside of him as he throws you like 10 feet against the wall over there. Just
And
then
you
kind of
stick to it.
moves to the side and then looks to the man who's kind of approaching the bar. And in a language you don't understand, he says something to him. And the guy kind of goes, acknowledging it and kind of turning his attention away from him. The dancer disappears from underneath this other table and then appears over out of this table, kind of sliding out of it. And as she does so, she takes 2 strikes at the troll. Misses one, hits the other for
Nimble.
11. She seems to be moving through the shadows, from what you can tell. She's kind of like entering the shadow underneath the table and then appearing out of the shadow underneath another. All right, she's done. Belroth, you're up.
All right. Tried and true. We're just gonna keep smacking at this guy right here.
All right.
Hopefully
Coming
something
back
hits.
to you. Don't
All
forget.
right. Come back. Let's
Okay,
do this.
You would heal.
I get 3.
3 hit points. Yeah.
It's
All
the point
right.
of me playing all this music. You're
Mhm.
not gonna take the health points.
Are you still playing? You still
Setting
jamming?
the atmosphere. All right.
First one will hit, second one will miss.
Alright.
Jai.
Finally, a hit.
What are you doing?
I am actually. Yeah, I'm just gonna vicious mockery the troll in front of Noter.
Okay. Failed its saving throw. It'll have disadvantage on its attack. And it also is sad. Sen.
Surprise crossbow.
Same one that you shot before, or the one that everyone's focusing on?
The one that people are focusing on now.
Okay.
Oh, 11.
Real quick, pro tip, there's a new feature called Steady Aim, which says if you don't move during your turn, as a bonus action, you gain advantage on your next attack. So this is not something you're familiar with. It's from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. So you could have done that, and you can go ahead and get that critical damage if you'd like. So go ahead and the 15, and then roll 2 times your sneak attack.
Twice.
Okay.
That?
You shoot it as it's kind of like bringing the cestus up. You shoot it right in the mouth, and it kind of and starts to fall down. Ballerina.
Take the
Your
head.
mom's a hoe.
Damn, all right.
Wow.
That's what the vicious mockery was.
That's from now on. Your mom's a hoe.
Ballerina's attention kind of turns, and she yells over her shoulder, "Burn it! Burn it!" and slams into the next troll. Or tries to. Let's see how well she does. Actually, hold on. Does she have fire?
Do I have fire?
She does have fire.
What?
Okay, so she'll do it. She'll cast Flame Strike directly on that troll and only that troll.
Set him on fire.
It's dead, so it just takes the damage and basically puts a hole right through it that doesn't look like it'll ever regenerate.
Amazing.
She hits it in such a way that she doesn't hit anyone else. I think it's like a... Let me double check. Oh, of course not. There it goes. 10-foot radius. Yeah, so she can set it so it's hitting the wall and it doesn't light stuff on fire, so it's just hot strike. Alright, she's done. Meepo's up, kind of turns his attention slowly, but he's going to run underneath. And so he's now under the table and stabbing up through it at the feet of the troll on top.
The madman.
No, this man.
Miko's
Yes.
the best.
He'll hit with the first one, but only for 4 damage. Alright. He's done. It'll go to the troll, who is just going to jump up on... Well, they got to regenerate first. He's going to just jump up on the table, land on it, smash it down. Like so. Meepo's going to make a dex saving throw. He manages to roll out from underneath the table before it crushes out, kind of landing next to Jai. You see him kind of like roll on his shield and then pop up so his shield's in front of him, and he's got the spear like locked on top of it as he takes a defensive posture near you. That'll be the troll's action. The other troll will fight Belroth with the scythe. 19 hit Belroth? It does?
Yep.
It's going to be 25 points of damage.
Holy cow.
The scythe hits
Owie.
hard. You should remember this. Remember, our scythes hit hard. If you remember the sense,
dong.
the sense
Scythe.
hit
Yeah.
hard.
Scythe, mow
Troll.
lawns.
Trolls were the reason why I carry the shield.
Fair.
The mage will kind of look over to Nemalia, and just annoyed, will cast a spell. No reactions, I presume. And that'll be... I need a Constitution saving throw from you, Nemalia. You missed it. That is going to be 46 points of cold damage. Looks like. on the roll.
Oh wait, I have this thing. Hold on.
Oh thank God. I love when you have things.
Oh what?
What's the thing?
Hold on. It's coming. Okay.
Absorb elements as your reaction. Okay. I'll allow it. And you see him kind of raise his hands up, and a burst of cold energy just smashes into the wall with you against it. You can feel yourself kind of like being frozen to the floor quite a bit. The damage is then resisted. I believe most of your temporary, or that'll only go against your temporary, right?
I would have taken all of my. What was the total?
46.
So I would have taken all of my temporary and 10 more.
Okay. And yeah, he smashes you with the cone of cold, and then kind of looks to you as he kind of raises his hands up as he's getting ready for the next turn. He seems to be a very powerful spellcaster.
And man.
All right.
Me again?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Can I safely? How do you draw the arrow? Trying to see if I can safely put myself here, or put myself here without drawing opportunity from that first troll.
You could move, since the troll is dead, you could have gone around him. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, I'm sticking myself right there.
Right in the middle.
Or actually, even better, right here. No, I can't. Am I still
Yeah,
engaging
go
both
there.
That's
trolls?
still
Go
fine.
there.
Yeah, that's still fine.
All right. I'm engaging both trolls now.
All right. First attack against which troll? One to your screen left or screen right?
The one with the scythe that's doing the bad things.
This one here. Okay, great.
Yeah. Still reckless and still raging. Tree bar, there it is.
That's a miss. You're guest star, so we're not doing the normal fumble rules for you, so don't worry about it.
Oh, cool. All right.
Oh, wait, you said you're reckless?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm still reckless.
Never mind. It's not even a fumble anyway. So yeah,
Hey.
that'll hit.
Yeah.
17 damage. All right.
And another one.
13. Solid blows. Solid blows. All right, Nemalia.
It looks like they're getting in their lick hits on the trolls. I think they'll probably be good. So we'll do this. Oh, this
Hold
is
on,
a bonus action.
Are you casting
What?
a spell?
Yeah, are you
Is it
gonna
your-
keep?
Is it your action to cast a spell?
It's a bonus action.
Okay, then I'm not going to focus on it. If it was an action spell, I would cancel it. But go ahead.
Okay, cool.
Guardian of Nature.
So I'm gonna take Primal Beast. Wait, no, I'm gonna take Great Tree
Okay.
so I can get my 10 temp.
You have advantage on Constitution saving throws. Your Dex and Wisdom-based attack rolls have advantage. And while you are on the ground within 15 feet of you is now difficult terrain. I'm going to put a second aura on you. This one will be green. So double bubble.
Okay,
Is she radiating?
so did I get any extra? No, I didn't. Okay, so
And I'll say since he's less than half of his circles in it, he wouldn't be affected. You kind of, yeah,
can I move here?
you can move 10 feet because you're still in tentacle form.
Was that 10?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you diagonal it. That's fine. You kind of did it like that, but it's fine.
Did I cheat?
You horizontal. No, you're fine. You're good.
Okay. So let's hit him with the moon sickle.
Okay.
It's not. I mean, yeah, let's just do it.
Yeah.
So that'll probably hit, right?
15. Yeah, the most I can get is 25. Yep, that'll hit.
Okay, so then I'm going to do an extra 2d6 of cold.
Okay.
So that'll be 16 damage.
All right. You'll note that he seems to be resistant to the cold damage, but it still gets through.
Fucking typical ass undead bitch. Okay.
Tell him how you really feel.
His mom's a hoe.
The The barkeep kind of just moves against the wall and kind of crosses his arms, kind of looking at the situation. You can't see any look of emotion, but it definitely looks like he's watching very concerned. The dancer moves up behind the troll who just smashed through the table. 2 cuts. She's still rolling out in the back, but she misses both attacks. She's done. And then you notice that the bouncer has assembled a very massive looking rifle with a very large kind of blunderbussian kind of like elephant gun style kind of barrel. And he kind of raises it up. He just finished it this turn. And Belroth, you are up.
Okay. So
3 more hit points.
Yep.
You heal 3.
I have this as well, which I'll be using. Just let me add these hit points real quick. So Balroth. Yep. So Balroth is going to attack twice on this guy, and the Echo is going to attack once.
Correct. Ooh, we like it.
Wow.
Yes!
Oh my god.
All of those fails.
34, 30.
It was worth it.
Worth it.
It's like you're just flipping a coin over there, like it's either good or bad. So
And then nailed it.
Nodder, as you kind of move against Belroth, you see the Echo form, which is more draconic than Belroth is, but looks pretty much identical to him. They both kind of raise blades and kind of bring them in, and attack in unison. You watch as they move with very martial, almost like hero skill of sword blades, bringing in, striking into the troll, and it kind of just topples back. The scythe kind of like hanging off to the side as it's knocked back by the one-man legion. Jai, you're up.
You'll love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna Vicious Mockery. I think the one that Belroth went off on.
Okay.
His mom is also a hoe.
That'll work.
Hey.
He seems to be complete. Like you're like, oh wow, you took it like that, just like your mom does. And he's like, why?
My mom dead.
The troll is like, why we gotta talk about mamas?
Apparently, Vicious Mockery is just snaps. That's all it is.
In their real lives, they do all have the same mom but different dads.
Oh.
Right.
Ouch!
And they're like, this is fucked.
How does he know?
It's a hard
her?
life out there in Troll Land.
Oh my god, you guys.
This is normal for us.
Oh my god.
Jai, anything else on your turn that you'd like to accomplish? Okay.
I think
Sam-
I'm doing all right.
Again, like I said, steady aim is a bonus action. It's a part of your cunning action itinerary. Again, that's additional option granted by Tasha's. So you can gain advantage as you're kind of locked on that table and just using it as like a firing platform.
Yeah, we're definitely using that.
You would not be able to shoot at the one on the far side from you because the
The
other one's in
closest
the
one,
way.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I can still shoot this guy.
absolutely.
Yeah, we're doing it. Doing it live.
I was gonna miss.
Oh, I tried.
You kind of turn your position and it kind of messes you up and take the shot. It hits a cup that was still on the table and you're like, ah.
Wasted beer.
So there's like a bolt inside of a tankard somewhere in the place. Ballerina?
No, the bolt disappears, remember?
Oh, right. There's a perfect hole.
Yeah.
Oh, is it the infinite crossbow still?
It's the avalanche
Yeah.
crossbow. Yeah.
Souvenir.
Ballerina will, instead of swinging and missing like she's been doing all the time, she's going to try and create a situation that is advantageous for the others. As a bonus action, she kind of looks to Nodder, kind of out from under the creature, kind of raises her shield up and kind of says a word in Elvish. You see the shield kind of manifest around you. You have +2 armor class while she concentrates on the spell.
Ooh.
And she will then use her action to try and shove to topple the troll. Athletics check. not bad. And the troll. Yeah, she comes right for his kneecap with the shield, bashes into it, and he kind of falls to the side. He is now prone. Meepo will take advantage of the situation and jump onto the troll's chest and just start stabbing him in the belly with his spear, hitting once.
Savage.
It's fine. And Meepo is not very big, but he's definitely placing the weight on this guy in a way to kind of keep him down. On the troll's turn, it will have to try and dislodge him to be rid of him. The troll that just got attacked by Belroth a bunch, you see it kind of like get some healing back and kind of turn its attention towards Belroth specifically. It is going to start with Belroth, but it's going to make its sweeping attack against each of you. So
I was gonna say, if it's attacking Balroth, I can use Sentinel to attack it back.
it's including you in the same attack. It's one full blow. So.
No!
Oh, so my protection style would not help.
Well, no, your protection style is different. You can grant
Okay.
protection style to Nodder, yeah. But his
Okay.
Sentinel, it has to be an attack that isn't against him. This is an area attack. It's attacking everyone.
Okay.
The troll knew.
But you can grant disadvantage, so Nodder is
Yeah.
protected.
Yes.
Okay. Well, 23 is the normal, and looks like 20 is the Nodder. So 23 would hit you and your Echo. The Echo will get blitzed. You'll take 19 points of damage, Belroth. And does a 20 hit you, Nodder?
If it's +2, then I'm 21 now.
Okay, then yeah, you watch as the Holy Shield kind of blocks the scythe attack.
There you go!
And then the one that is with Meepo on chest is going to try and throw Meepo aside. Meepo kind of just ducks underneath the grasp and kind of like twists the spear inside of him, kind of like running circles around on his chest with the spear still in his chest.
Oh my god.
This guy.
Little savage.
I miss
Love
him
him.
so
You
much.
then watch as the troll just angrily slams his teeth into Meepo's like shoulder, and there's this loud kind of sound,
No.
and he goes, "Ah!" The
My
troll
buddy.
is now holding Meepo by the teeth and is standing up with Meepo in his grasp. All right. The mage, very focused on the current endeavor, is standing amidst the roots, kind of looking down. Well, I'm assuming it's more of a coral.
It's
kind
kelp.
Of kelp? Okay. Like just slick and, twisted all about the ground. Kind of looks at it strangely and kind of goes, interesting. And then we'll just kind of step forward in towards you. And grab you. 28 to hit.
That'll hit.
He'll do 20 points of lightning damage as his hand pops with electricity and kind of surges through you.
Okay, well. Do that.
Okay.
Oop.
And as you're kind of like resisting and kind of causing some of the lightning to deflect out into the kelp, he kind of looks at you with his hand kind of popping and says, "You're just delaying the inevitable."
So when I do absorb elements, do I still take the full
You
damage?
take half,
I take half. Okay.
And you had the 10.
and then your next
Temporary.
melee attack does the extra d6s. Yeah.
Okay. I think I shorted myself then.
What is
Because
that?
Wasn't that a 46 last time?
46 damage.
Would
Yeah,
Would I have taken half of that?
you would have. It would have been 23.
23.
So
Okay,
you should
cool.
be up 23 hit points.
Okay, cool.
Which, again, your temporary hit points would have still been soaked by the 2 attacks. In
Yeah,
combat.
yeah. I'm down all temp hit points.
Got it.
Okay, cool.
Nodder.
All right. I'm still going after Scythe guy.
That sounds great. Oh,
One at the
sorry.
head.
Free action on his turn. You see him as he finishes his pop, kind of step back, place his fingers in his mouth, and because I can't in real life do it, he whistles, and then he kind of says something in a language which you might understand. Giant. Does anybody speak Giant? Okay. Well, he says something. It sounds like he's saying it towards the door, like he's calling for someone or someone's.
Oh.
Not.
Mm-mm. That was the first one, swinging it at his like body. I don't know if that hits. It probably misses.
19 works, yeah.
And then another one.
15, and you're reckless, right?
Yeah, still reckless.
You smash him down to the ground.
Non-stop reckless.
Eee.
He falls.
Sweet. Otter spits. No.
Namalia.
Just be mean.
Okay. Let's see. Might as well use my. La, 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 la.
And you cast Absorb at second level, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll just do 1d6 extra. Looks like.
Oh wait. No. I did it at third level.
So it's 2d6, okay. Lightning on this one. So 7. And then
2d6. Oh shit. Plus 5.
he kind of grunts as you kind of
Okay.
strike him back.
So that's my
Action.
action. Let's use a bonus. I mean, I don't even want to wait. Well, yeah, I might as well. Okay, so I'm gonna healing word myself at first level, and I think I'm back up to. Yeah, I'm back up to full.
Sounds good.
That's my turn.
The dancer will attack twice. Kind of moving to here as she does so, missing both attacks. Then Belroth, you have an opening here. Just
Yeah,
that
is
little-
this an opening?
Yeah, you could get away from the troll fighting and go to the mage.
Yeah. So, all right. We a charger, by the way.
Yeah.
So adding that.
Okay, so once you get within 5 feet of him, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay, that would put right
Well,
there.
no, once you get into adjacency, I mean.
Okay. And then strength. Up here. Oh Jesus Christ!
As you kind of move close to him, you see his attention kind of shift over, turns around and goes, "Whoa!" And you feel a force kind of push you backwards as he casts Repulse. You're moved back 15 feet, and you take 9 points of force damage.
I think you could smell the balm on your finger.
Yeah,
You're
you.
right. It was the finger.
I mean, I'm next to
Alright.
the source, which is currently splaying the spores and everything.
Okay.
But strangely,
So-
the potion summoning
Then
the
as a
echoes.
bonus action, as he's like skidding backwards on the kelp bed,
The dragon kind of flies.
the dragon flops out, like drops out right next to him, and I can't do the martial. No, what is it? The unleash incarnation because I have to attack, right?
Out. Right.
Okay, so he's just gonna do his 2 attacks through the
Go ahead.
echo.
He will. You're not spending inspiration or anything.
Do I have inspiration?
I don't
Was I
think you
given
would.
any?
No.
No.
Okay. If nobody's doing so, he will use. He already used his reaction. He will take the shot. That'll be for 9 damage. And your weapon is magical. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Second attack was, or first attack was a miss. Second attack was a hit. Got
And
it.
then I get 3 back from the whole.
Oh, from the aura you
Yeah.
would have at the start of the turn. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Jai. We've got 3 minutes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna vicious mockery this troll that's on the ground in front of me.
He fails it.
Okay.
They have really bad wisdom. And he's sad now.
Mad sad lad.
Alright. Sen.
Actually, as a bonus action, can I send Namalia a bard die?
Yeah. Bardic Inspiration, for sure. Sen, are you firing at the troll or at the wizard?
The troll.
Okay, take the shot.
We're not very smart. 22.
Yeah, it's gonna work.
Hey, boy.
32. Yeah, he's hating it. Ballerina will attack.
If she has another flame strike, she could burn this troll and hopefully kill that one and do fire damage so they don't regen.
She only has one 5th level slot, so she cannot do that.
Been cool.
Can't really burn in any other way.
Unless someone has a match.
She is going to use her action to light a torch, dropping her hammer to the ground. She now has a torch. She holds it out. Meepo will, as a free action, item interaction, kind of like let a spear hang in the chest, kind of hanging from it, grab the torch, and just start beating this thing in the face with that. I'm going to use, the spear will do the same damage. I'll -1 from the attack because it's not a +1 torch. Miss. Hit. And yeah, that will actually kill the troll that's biting him. They all fall to the ground in a tumble of burning. You see Meepo kind of like hit the ground, kind of like holding the torch, looking at his spear. He kicks it on the head and then kind of moves away from it, moving over to this one. Unfortunately, he does not make it in time. It gets back up. And as it's doing so, you see the small little red dot fly in and hit the troll. You all look towards the door where it came from, and you can see a woman who Nodder's never seen before, but the rest of you have. You see that Ashuna has flicked something off of her hand and hit the troll. The troll looks down to it, and he just sucks inwards towards that point. So his whole body is just...
We in Star Trek now?
This lady's so cool.
As that happens, and she kind of looks to you all, she kind of looks over towards the bar, and the mage goes, I have no issues with the Kengo, or time for them. And he spins his hands about, and a purple energy kind of wraps around him and makes him vanish.
Coward!
And that is where we'll end the session for tonight. Thanks for watching those that did. And we will pick up next session right in the same spot.
I wanted to murder him.
What a bitch ass!
Coward!
We can also discuss in character through posts therein to just do the aftermath if you would like. We can also do that. But I'm going to go ahead and kill the stream. Stopping it here.